Come on. Say hello to yourselves. Like I promised you, I have been out today. I've got everything I needed to get for you. Clothes. Hey, there's people's clothes hanging out there, you see, look. Morning everybody, hope you're all well and good. I need to get over the pine tops far corner, and there is cameras everywhere. Last time I was in here was in the dark. Pine tops, let's go. Lovely. Oh, nice. Is that camera there working? The fence here for someone's watching it then, aren't they? Oh, balls, I can't get out of there. What can I? Oh, lovely. I'm gonna get around that. Wonderful. Pine tops, absolutely hammered. Look at the bill. Yeah, it's being mullered. Right. Now. Oh, nearly. There's the outside bar. Stables all over there somewhere. How am I going to do this? It's roasting now. Over that far corner. they're new. That looks new. Balls. There's a car there as well. This will be a long video today, by the way, everybody. How far I need to be? Right, I'll see you when I get over there in the woods. The stables is no longer empty, and I've just done myself to pieces. That's all I have done. I'm going to swallow the nettles. Bloody miles. Oh, wonderful. Nettles about 4.5 feet high. I'm stung to death. All that there is active now. I've got to get out of here and shoot up that path and through there, work a bit up the top. All I can see is if I can make holes. Get out of here before the horse comes up to me. Don't want a distraction. This is the last time. Hi. Yeah, this is definitely not getting used anymore. I think I know where I am now. Reindeer Lodge. Oh, come on. Yeah, jump over the fence. I come across the open space thinking the stables were still empty. And he weren't. I'm standing right in the frigging middle of that space. New house there type thing. Motorhome. Certainly active. Horses. Jesus, and then I jumped off the fence. And ended up so far there and bloody nettles. And then walking across them twigs so close to the buildings. And everything's breaking. Yeah. Oh, thank God, I'm out. Hard my head there. Yeah, so come out of them woods over there. These little sand dunes here. And then you've got another woods. Right out the back of it, there's more sand dunes. So, I think I'll find the first one, it's just here. Well, how would you climb up to it? Is the question. I've just seen the top of it. Showing. I've got a 3.9 mile walk to do after this. Yeah, I did see it here somewhere. There we go. This, everybody, is a shooting range with bullet holes. So have a look. Oh, it stinks this hole. Probably be in a storage room or something. There's no nothing on the walls. Vent. Cables coming down there probably. Maybe it's been a gun storage or something, or bullets maybe. Got one of these in the Isle of Man I want to take you to. Up on Douglas Head, it's where I used to go. Sit off on my own, my mates used to scarf up there as well, and my sister. I'll take you to that when we go over. See how it's round? It's like angled out. Yeah, so on firing range from the Second World War. I'll get you down there somewhere. We're shooting this way. But of course, you have lots of bullet holes in the wall, see? They don't want to go around, think of it. They're all bullet holes. There's more there. There's a 50 calibre, I think. Nails made home in one. But they're all bullet holes, so you can see them all the way up, look. See? Yeah. That's incredible, you can see them. Hey, some of them are quite high up. Yeah. There you go, one bullet hole riddled wall. Have a firing range that the squaddies used to practice on. Yeah, you fire them from over there. Oh, right. Now I have to head in that direction. It was straight this way. To get to the next. So there you go. On the beach, in the woods, there's a firing range with bullet holes in the walls. Heading. Now, you might get a little bit breezy up here, everybody, because it's quite high. Some of these, that one over there, the height, see the person walking down there, the height of that. See them? In the red. It is amazing, yeah. Right. Sand again. There's no whales over there, or the Whittle, there's the Whittle. There. And it's just here. This hill back there. You can see. Cold War Merseyside, ladies and gentlemen, here in Merseyside. Now, this opened in 1960 or 61, was it? 60, 61. And it was for recording the fallout of nuclear bombs. And there's a big bunker under here. You can't get into it, unfortunately. I'll show you it in a minute. You might get into it a little bit. That's out of the hole. That's really quite high. You can see right there along the Welsh coast. Hey, what's that island over there? That's just off. It's on the way to Bangor. There's a little island there, isn't it? What's it called? I can't remember what it's called now. But you can see right there along the coast. That's a deep hole, that. Look at all the concrete bits. All the reinforced stuff. Yeah, this was to measure the fallout from a nuclear bomb. And it opened in 1961. It was shut in 1969, it wasn't here for that long. out the wind, everybody. Be a nice place to get your head down if you rough camping. Yeah, so look at this. That would have been for a chimney to keep the heat in. Now there, have a little fire going. Possibly, maybe that was for the readings, or something like that. And there's your way in. Or was the way in? Here, that one there. Yeah. But there's the ladder. There's the room down there to the left. There's the room. Well, obviously it's full of muck, crap and all sorts. And that is your way down to your RC command bunker. Just all the way. So yeah, that is a Cold War ROC measuring centre for nuclear bombs here in Merseyside. Here's your voiceover. Formed in 1925, the Royal Observer Corps were an integral part of the UK air defence. Their main role was identification of enemy aircraft. With the nuclear race in full swing between Russia and America, the ROC sites took on a new role of recording nuclear bursts and monitoring the fallout. In total, 1,563 ROC sites were built across the UK from 1925. They housed 3 personnel with enough food for a few weeks. Where I'm standing now is actually the roof of the bunker, with a monitoring room, sleeping quarters, cooking facilities, and it went down another 2 levels from here. Well, I haven't done this for a long time because nobody was using it. And I give up the ghost with it. I thought, nobody's bothering. I'll just get my own. So, if you would like to buy me a coffee, and buy me a coffee or a drink, it's my favourite drink there, when I'm out. Yeah, there's the QR code there. Just get that scan for it, and I'll leave a link in the description as well. If you want to get me a nice coffee, it would be much appreciated. Yeah, it never really got used, but there you go. I'll try it again, see what happens. Ready? Sorry about the wind. How nice is that? Just there you've got New Brighton. There you go. This lighthouse. There. See what a big jump off my finger. Yeah. It's a long walk in a bit when I get down to Hightown. But we're not finished yet, because I've got another building over here to show you. And we're going to go and have a look at that. That's Second World War and to do with the Blitz. First, I'm just going to finish my drink off. Change my socks because my feet are killing. I might have you for 10 minutes and we'll go again. I'll see you in about 10 minutes. I'm just going to sit here and lap it up. There's no woods over there, just come through there. I just come through them woods and black ones in the background. Yeah, great fun. Anyway, I'm on chill for it. Oh, lovely. This is really nice. I'm guessing the view when we get to the top of here though, you wouldn't believe how steep these are, everybody. This is half of the height. They don't look very high, but they really are. I mean, look how steep that is. You couldn't walk down there. Oh my god. Look at that. There's water. Oh, that's right, there's frogs in here. Look at it. Wow. I didn't realise it was so big. Nice. Wow. You know what? I never ever knew this was here. These glasses make me feel dead tall, so looking at these slopes is it's like 3D. The other thing is, well, the devil's hole, look at it, just completely round all the way. Oh, coming down the belly, granddad's on the grandson, because it's so high. Look at that thing there. And it's like that. Yeah. Nancy Jack told breeding pool, please keep it out. Just there. Easy. That's not as easy as it looks. God. Yeah, that's not as easy as it looks. It really isn't. And hi everybody. You can see how high that is now, look. See, as I was sitting down there with the board. Yeah, okay. And then if you look just behind me, what's this? Look at the trees, because of the wind. Please bring me out when I want to be. It's gonna get windy. Jesus, with the height of the trees. Look at that. Exactly the same height as the trees. So, there's that. There's the other one. The other hole. And the other one should be here somewhere. Let's see. See how high this is here. Look at that. I'm gonna go down anyway because I've got to get to the other one when I should be around here. Wow. It's taking height. How do I get down from here? Can't go that way. Wow. Well, it's now or never. Oh shit. Oh. Wow. How deep it is. Jeez. Now where's this place? For those in Liverpool who might live anywhere in Liverpool where the River Alt runs past your house, maybe at the back of your garden, how many bridges you go over in your car, coming home from work, going to work, school, your everyday life, right across Liverpool, all your houses, all your businesses and all that, where the River Alt is. Well, I'm going to show you where it meets the sea. So it comes down from, if I'm right, I'll put it in underneath now. There. So it runs out. I'm going to take you there in a bit. I'll show you where it meets the Irish Sea. Right, it's just there behind me. The little lad and granddad's gone in first, so I'll give them their chance to have a little look. But this thing, what it was, so all this here, right, going right back, that's an old course army base there, right, but all here as well, there's like, you know, there's your bunker knocking about, the other ones are down in Crosby that's done. I'm going to go past them, might have a little look in for you when I go past. From here, which was the command hut, and they made it look like, so if the Germans were flying over Liverpool over night time, and you knew the shape of certain docks and certain areas of Liverpool, they'd map them out here in the fields, and then they'd set fire to them, and leave the middle bit not burning. So when the planes flew over, they thought that this area was here like part of Liverpool or part of town, and they used to light fires to make it look like burning buildings, and they were all shaped like buildings. They put them on the ground and they'd shape them like certain parts of Liverpool, like they shaped one like the Hutchinson dock, so when the Germans flew over they'd see all the buildings on the outside of the dock on fire like that, because that's how they built it, to make it look like warehouses and stuff. And then they'd set them on fire. So over night time, when the Germans looked down, it looked like they were bombing Liverpool. So they'd release the bombs here. And of course, there's nothing here, is there? You know what I mean? And it worked. Over 100 bombs fell because of that process of them making all these. And that was part of the defence of Liverpool. They were all around the country, but this was our one here, one of them. And the Germans used to bomb here. And of course, for the lads and girls who were working here, that was a suicide mission because they were here. You know what I mean? And they had to be in the field as well while the bombs were getting dropped to look after things, so the bombs were dropped and by them. So it wouldn't be very nice to be stationed here and then happen to go about there knowing that there's bombs flying over and you want them to aim where you are. Yeah? Right, let's go and have a look then. Starfish programme it was called, was it not? Or Starlight? Starfish. And this, everybody, is what you call a decoy station. Because that's what they were doing. They were making decoys for the German bombers. Wouldn't bomb Liverpool. Yeah. Someone's being seen that would be it. I was watching somebody's video last night. Do you think this was not a window? It smells very oily in there. I don't think that was a window either. There's no beams, there's no holes in the beams, you know, for the wood to hold the glass. And why would you have glass in it? Because these are blast-proof. You know what I mean? These are blast-proof. I also think that may have been an AA gun. See the round thing there? That could have possibly been a small machine gun maybe, or something like that. At first, when I first seen this online, I thought that could be the roof like that of one of these, and maybe this was sunken, possibly. But then you've got that in the middle. Well, this could be a roof of something. This, for me, because I don't know. Is it? Possibly. But it could also be a roof, because you know there is a drop down there. See the way it drops down, and there's a run that runs around there. See? Yeah. So there could quite be entrances here, and they're underground. Possibly. That's what I might be thinking. Go up along the side of here. This is right down, by the way, and a door maybe here. Maybe I'm wrong. Why would you put a gun somewhere where you don't want to get bombed? At night time, you're going to see the muzzle shots, and you know. I don't know. I think that's a roof. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway. Burgers versus V8. Starlight, Operation Starlight was it? There's the window. See, this has been like a Jenny room, this I think. Maybe there's been a vent on there or something like that, so let smoke out of your diesel fumes maybe, or something. Big dirty pipe there. Another way in there. Maybe cables and that. Like a bracket or something out there. You see the ridges? Yeah. Well, reinforced concrete. Well, there's a hole there. The damage a concrete can do these days, eh? And this is probably been the work area. Again, this one's got a window, but I can't see the main windows. What that was for? Ventilation, maybe. Maybe he had a fire there. A stove, you know, like the old stoves that you used to have years ago. Maybe a stove there. There's someone else there. A hole for something. Pipes. What happened to the field today? And of course, the escape hatch that we all have. We're working on a ladder here. Yeah. A lot of graffiti. And GB bulbs. Chilling, they all do. Yeah, everything looks really high because I've got these glasses on. I've got to be very careful. Look at that. And there's the hole that we see in the concrete. Just here. We'll go down the back of here in a minute. There's that, what's that thingy? Yeah, so this was a decoy site in the Second World War to confuse the Germans. Liverpool was here and not over there, and Birkenhead was there and not over there. Yeah, very clever idea how they done it. I designed it and that to make it look like the ports and certain streets in Liverpool and things like that. And of course, you had the odd few AA stuff knocking about. I know there's loads in Crosby. I just cut my arm open. Yeah, so fascinating stuff. I mean, I think that's a roof. I really do. Because it's underground, isn't it? To be where you want them to be. Maybe that was something on the top of it. I don't know. There's no wall around it and nothing. You know what protection is there. Yeah. history though, just sitting off like this. If you want to have a look around the back of there, see what we can see. Second World War, ROC, decoy site for Liverpool. Fornby came up and I've got it. Let's go and have a quick look around the back then, because I've got to make a move soon. I have got a bit of a walkthrough for you in a bit. This video, I did say before, I think tonight it's going to be a bit of a long one. I've just been out here on my own. I'll just take me back in hand, because I set the camera up on there. Right, so I'm going to get back to the station, get myself a drink, something to eat, and I'll see you in Hightown in a bit. Hello everybody, right, it's been 2 hours since I last spoke to you, Fornby. So what I had to do, I went back to the station, about 10-minute walk, 15-minute walk, get back to the station. There's no shops anywhere, I'm starving, so I thought, well, I'll get the train down to here, Hightown, and I did. Goes into 2 shops and they were garbage. I thought, well, what am I going to do? Because I needed a drink and everything. So I needed 2 batteries charged on the camera. So I jumped back on the train, went over to Southport, charged the batteries on the way up. Just come up the station, went to Tesco's next door, got myself something to eat, sat on the bench, ate that, back on the train, back down to here, and I'm back in Hightown. Now walking through up there, and this red thing here, see it? Yeah. All down here, it's all MOD. Everywhere you look down there, there's a road. I just come up, and the hedgerow at the side, that was all still trees. It said MOD site. Trespassers will be prosecuted. Just up here, there's another sign saying MOD site. It is now 6:30. We've had this all day, which is what I do, isn't it? Anyway, so like I was saying before, if you're in Liverpool, anywhere in Liverpool, and you have the River Alt going past you, this is where it meets the sea. Please don't slip, David, because you don't want to be falling in this here now, because it's windy. Hey, look at that, my lady. Yeah, so this is the River Alt, and it runs out down there. I'll show you in a minute, and out into the sea. So if it goes past your house on Liverpool, underneath your house, round the back of your houses, anything like that, of course it originated from there and it comes out here. So if you're sitting in your house now and you buy the River Alt in yours, there you go. I bet you didn't know that you could float a yacht and a cabin cruiser on the River Alt. Yeah, smells like it and all. But look at all the muck, see, that's come down from people's houses and factories and farmers' fields and all sorts. Yeah. Right, me lady, I'm going to walk up the road. I'm going to show you this bit in a minute because I've got a hell of a hike now for you. Right, let me just... Yeah, all that there's an MOD, like that's it, it's a spotting place there. That's all Ministry of Defence. The other signs there, look. Yeah. Let me just stick it in a minute. Just want to get me back on my back. 12 feet. I think if the water went up to 12 feet, it'd be a flood, wouldn't it? Because at 12 feet, it doesn't match that bank there. Yeah, anyway, let's walk up here for you and I'll show you a bit more. There we go. This is where the River Alt goes out to sea. I used to play in the River Alt myself when I was a kid. Years ago. I used to jump on the rocks and that. And yeah. Sorry about the wind, as you can hear the wind, although well, that's dropped massively. I tell you what, that's some height, that thing there, isn't it? See it? Look at the size of it. Look at that boat next to it, which is at a bit of a distance. That's tall, that. Are they in tow? Four Crosbys down here. Now I've been into the bunkers there before, haven't I? So I might just jump into the big one, just to show those who haven't seen it. Those new to the channel. It comes out there, the river out. Goes all the way along there, just here by the grass. Then around with them boats are, ran over there with that other boat size. Then out into the Irish Sea. The bunker's a bit further down. Wow. Okay. Now for those who don't know what Blitz Beach is, if you're out of Liverpool, so during the Blitz, when Liverpool got heavily bombed, as it did, as we know, all the buildings that they had to pull down afterwards, because of the bomb damage and all that. This is all right. You find all sorts of it. You really do. While under, further up there though, it goes right underneath. But look at all the bricks, look at how rounded they are and that. These are all house bricks and building bricks from the Blitz. And there's, see look, tiles and that. Yeah. Yeah, well, this is when I'm going to find a date on something if I can. Mind you, they're that worn. It's very hard to. You know, there's some type of pattern. Yeah, probably sitting up somewhere in a Victorian house. And big mosaic on the wall or something. But these are all the bits from the buildings. Anyway, up there I know it's a lot better. So we'll make our way over there. Yeah, so Blitz Beach goes from just there, all underneath here it goes, because look, you know, bricks. It goes in quite a bit, you know, apparently, all underneath here. And here is one of the first bunkers. And you might have seen me going in this before with everybody in the past. Which one's which? I think that one we can go in, but we can get in from around here, it's better. Let's get you that one. You can walk around to that from the inside. Now if you want to see me doing this for Crosby, it's actually on the Hail Giant movie. I call it the Hail Giant movie because it's an hour and 35 minutes long. If you see that, the Hail Giants in it, here, when I go into the bunkers and I put the history up of this place. And then I go over to Eastham that night. That was this 12.5 hour day. I remember everybody who's been watching the channel for a while, you would know. For the new ones, yeah, go and check it out, it's really good. Right, this is where we need to get into. And there, well first, I'm going to change my battery and get my torch out. 1 sec. All this area here was what you would call Fort Crosby. And, would you believe it, but see all this here, we're now going under there. Right everybody, voice over time. Crosby Battery, also known as Crosby Point Battery and Fort Crosby, was an artillery battery situated between Crosby and Hightown in Lancashire, United Kingdom. The battery was used for port defence and anti-aircraft defence during World War II. Until 1928, Crosby Battery worked in conjunction with the nearby C4 Battery. The Crosby Battery was built on the sand dunes north of Crosby between March 1906 and October 1907. The structure came with 3 gun emplacements which were 40 yards apart. The original complement of guns were 2 6-inch 150mm, I said 140 I think, didn't I? Breech loading Mark 7 guns. They're the same guns that me and Matt seen down in Kent when we went down there. 150mm breech loading Mark 7 guns were exactly the same, yeah. Which were the same as those installed at nearby Fort Perch Rock on the opposite side of the mouth of the River Mersey. Behind the positions were 2 barracks and a soldier's quarters. Around the battery was an observation post, a signal station, an officer's hut, caretaker's accommodation, a bathhouse, a workshop, an engine room with coastal spotlights was built later. The battery was given the designation S0011771
After the Second World War, the Territorial Army used the area until 1954. The base was closed in 1957 on the dissolution of coastal artillery in the United Kingdom announced in 1956. Right, let's carry on.
No comment Thursday, no. Yeah, so this was Fort Crosby. Like I say, if you go to that other video, you'll be able to find out all about this place. Fort Crosby. And they had big massive guns here, flying out into the Mersey. Yeah, a good few of them, big tower, they had barracks here. It was quite a big site. I've been let by my monster again. Big out there. Right. I want to get out of that room because there's a lot of wet ones behind there. Let's just top that back down. There you go. Yeah. There's a lot of wet ones. Yeah. See, holes. Seen that a few times around the country. Yeah. Window there. Oh, you gotta be careful of the spiders in here as well because they're everywhere. Yeah, so they want bunker. Wild. Now the other ones you can get into, they're just square rooms like that. There's nothing in them. There's one here. It's messed up. Oh, it stinks. Burnt rubbish, right, to back up. We're back. Yes, Fort Crosby. It's quite a big place this, you know. Yeah, there's all sorts of barracks, buildings, toilets, canteen, everything here. But this was the command bunker. Big spotlights everywhere to see the planes overnight. And they had massive guns as well up on the top of here. Big ones to fire out. So that's where we've just been. You go in there, you can mess about there, around, and into here. And just up there, that's where the guns used to be, firing out across the Mersey. That's how I got everything here. Let's just make sure I haven't left anything. I'm just trying to get my phone. I'll climb down here and we'll do all this here, right? Up to over there somewhere where I can get back up again. Battery good, loads of time on the SD card, 10 hours. So we're all good, let's go. Yeah, see? It's all sticking out. There's a bit of toilet there or something, a bit of sink, see? It goes right back, there's 2 miles I read, and then I read it again somewhere else, and it said 2 miles again. Underneath the golf course and all that, before the golf course was there. And that's what the golf course is on, all this. Yeah, look at that one. So back in 1939, a really popular building in Liverpool. That could be from that. We wouldn't know that. Look at that, a water tank sticking out the out the soil. Let's go and have a look. So that could have been in somebody's terraced house that got bombed. Yeah. Maybe the people that were using that never survived. Maybe they did. Wow, look at this one over here I just spotted with all patterns on it. What's this? You know? Nearly. Hey, look. It's the outside of a building. You see along the top? That's where that's from. Oh, bombed. Look at the size of that. That's a big old slab there. Hey. You've got one there. Right. Oh, that's actually quite nice there, nice and smooth. That's a floor. Whoop, that's what I nearly ended up on. That's a floor. Yeah. Wow. It's a floor like it's like something in a hallway or something. Okay. Oh. That's amazing. Look at it all. Thousands and thousands and thousands of tons of it. Yeah. Hell of a mission. We do all the way over there, don't it? Anyway, let's keep going. I'll keep the camera running. Yeah, I don't see that spot anymore. I don't want to wear like thingy, don't I? The footprint. Look at that in the concrete. See it? Look. Oh, mental that. Hey. Look at that. So whoever set that concrete back in years ago, they've put the foot in it, look. And you can see it. How cool is that? That was a person that put that there. I wonder what year the concrete was. Hey? And then they've come along and stood in it. Look at all the stuff hanging up the wall. Look how the thingy there. Look. And over there. I want to have a look. Yeah, the video's nearly finished now, everybody won't be too much longer. 10 minutes or so. Yeah. The tiles. Oh. Yeah. See up this bit near the thingy, this is where you get all the new bits falling out. Inside or outside? That's a floor, that, isn't it? Yeah, that's a floor, that. Imagine all the old shoes that have stood on this. The ladies' old shoes, gentlemen's old shoes, back in the day. You could have stood exactly where I'm standing now. Could have been standing there when the sirens went off. Yeah. I'm gonna try and get up here somewhere. Yeah. See all that there, see? What's that? Let's go and have a look. What is that? There's layers and layers and layers of it. It's metal as well. That's metal. Anybody know what that could be? That's not a Second World War shelter, is it? And it's like, you know, it's been squashed down now because of all that, obviously, but... Is it? Maybe? See how it's round? See? Maybe, possibly. That clothes. Hey, there's people's clothes hanging out the thingy there, look. Yeah, it is. There's people's dresses. No way. Curtains. Look at the curtain. A net. That's bonkers. Look. Someone's old blouse from years ago. My God. That's astonishing. Oh, I wonder if he survived. I hope so. Mind you, he wouldn't be here now, would he? But you know what I mean. People's clothes hanging out the side. Unreal. But these could tell some stories, eh? I read one. That there is a mantelpiece. You know, a fireplace. On the outside. Yeah. Oh, I gotta go over all that one now. I've got hold of the camera, everybody, but there's the ice out at sea. Look. The zoom on this camera is fine, Bob, as you probably know. The sun. Nice. There you go, everybody. I was going to go into town and do the outro, but you know what? I'll do it here. Look at that. Isn't that just special? There's a boat there coming in. See the big boat just under the sun now? That's coming in from New York. It's one of the ACL boats carrying all the cargo. Insane, isn't it? So I'm going to get home, start putting this together for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I had this plan for about 2 years to do it in that Pacific, you know, that Pacific way, the way I wanted to do it. And that, but yeah, it's been great. The only sketchy bit, I think, was probably the woods. I started panicking a bit there because I got myself into that corner where all the nettles were, and some of them were up here. And every step, the caravans were just there, and the horse was there. I seen the fellow walking down with a bucket, and every step was crunch, crunch, and they were literally 50 yards away from me. And then I realised my tripod had come out the back of that. I had to go all the way back to that bush. Yeah. Anyway, I put my hand right into a load of weeds to get it because it had fell off and gone behind something. But anyway, just the way it is. That was the only sketchy bit, made me sweat a bit, but it was great fun. Anyway, I'm going to get home and stop waffling. Please leave me a lovely comment down below. It'd be great to see your comments again, especially after 4 months, you know, after 4-month break, for me to come out and do something like this. Because for those who are new to the channel, you'll find after watching me that I tend to go on like 13, 14 hour explores days, just record all day and just see what I've got at the end of it. But today it's been another 13, nearly 12 hours day. So yeah, I'm gonna get home. Look at that now. So for this one, hit the like button for me. It's very important you hit the like, hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button. Just buy me a coffee. If you want to buy me a coffee, it would be great. Also, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you all very soon. See you later. Ta-da. Done.